If we warp back to Joaquin's Rest, there is another event waiting for us.
A dragon rider. My kin are near.
Damn thing could blot out the sun.
You go a lifetime without seeing one, and then they won't stop pestering you.
It would be too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
I'm going to go and make a save here, and I'll show you two different dialogues that the main character can have.
Facing that lot would be suicide. At least for now. They'll be tough to fight, but not impossible to beat. These boots have seen everything.
In order to keep this upcoming fight fair, we'll be using just a default party of 4. I have tried attacking this dragon while I was in the air flying over our characters. You can't do it. And I've tried attacking it while I was on the ground. It leaves.
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham.
I might have been concerned, had I the slightest idea who they are.
Look, down there. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. Unless you're looking for a fight, that is.
Who are you?
Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive. There's plenty of us around.
Seems like you have good survival instincts. Maybe you should join me instead.
What? Just follow you around? I go my own way. Alone. Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
There's a path here that you can take.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
They all just fell into the river. That should hardly be lethal, assuming they can swim in armor.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crèche must be near. Come, my kin await.
And we'll just pat the dragon on the head, I suppose.
The dragons serve Githyanki. I'll see it does you no harm. Follow me. We are close to the cure we seek.
And then she leaves your party, just for a very short while. She leaves your party long enough to approach them and talk to them.
Kithrak, we must speak.
Beretta, look what wanders near. Child of Vlakith, be still and listen.
Hear me, knight. I must.
Do you not honor the command of a Kithrak, young one? It is not your time to speak.
So if you were to leave this area with your whole party, that is your party of 3, to get a 4th member, when you come back, they will be dead. If you leave one person behind and come back with a 4th member, then when you do the dialogue, you don't get the Lae'zel specific dialogue. So we're just going to go in as our 3. She'll immediately rejoin us. I will go ahead and make a save here because we want to do something special in this region. We're actually going to try to double dip, essentially. When you cast Command Drop, they become hostile, but not before they initiate dialogue if you're close enough. So we want to get close enough not to start the dialogue, and we want to succeed the Command Drop 16%.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
You do not understand. I heed Blacketh's call.
And yet you do not heed her Kithrak's command. Few of our queen's children prove so stubborn.
We need to get past this rock mound, and then we can cast command drop. If we're too far, we just enter battle instead. So that was a fail.
And yet you do not heed Kithrak's command.
You do not understand. I heed Vlaakith's call. Heed Vlaakith's call.
And yet you do not heed Kithrak's command.
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
Nod to Lae'zel. Go ahead.
Lae'zel.
Lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even. You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks is the same one the Absolute's followers are hunting. It's the artifact that she carries. Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicions cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Take word to your crèche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
Mouth the silent command to Lae'zel. Play along.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste.
The Kithrak nods, content with Lae'zel's answer.
You serve your queen well, child. Take your slaves and hunt those who escaped the Geich ship. They must carry the weapon. I fly now to Vlaakith, our undying queen. She will see your faith rewarded in this plane and ours.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Qudenos! To the sky!
I'm glad I passed all those checks. One of the reasons why I suspect the combat method works is this is actually a scripted event which makes all of your characters join the dialogue. I have had one instance where one of the characters was not forcibly joined. I didn't know how to replicate it, but I think that's why it works, is it forces them to be in dialogue so they can't actually be in combat. Now we have the Silver Sword of the Astral Plane here. Take a look at this baby. 2d6 slashing, 1d6 psychic conditional. And that condition is if a Githyanki is using it. Might be able to just walk over there. Yeah, this is a crossbow user, so yeah, why don't we walk over there and just equip it right away. The reason why Lae'zel leaves your party is so that she can turn hostile to you should you activate a certain minuscule set of triggers. Even if I were to pretty much outright say, my mandate is to kill Gith, she will support you. Maybe Tran is not in combat? Okay, I mean, that's actually helpful for me. So why don't we tell Tran, you do this. Can I have you do that and I command other people for the time being? We could cast Sanctuary on her to get her out of there. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try Hold Person. Oh no, not yet. We'll wait until Tran gets closer to do Hold Person. I'm not close enough to cast Spirit Guardians and hurt them, so we could try a Glyph of Warding. Let's try this. Oh, there's no way. Oh. Why do you say not enough movement? Just... Really? There's not enough movement? Are you sure? I guess, yeah. Make sure it doesn't hit Lae'zel. Even if it doesn't mark her, some spells will go ahead and affect your character. It just doesn't display it properly. Perhaps because it's at the thresh and it's trying to decide between the edge of the model or not. We'll just want to just hit there and see if it gets anybody. Get everybody. They all failed their saving throw. Excellent. Anything else I want to do? Do I want a sanctuary? No. I want to throw. I can't throw. Not enough movement for that. Could jump and stand right there, and if he tries to back away, which he probably will, I'll be able to get an opportunity strike on him. Could also start swinging on him, but we'll wait for a moment. Give the camera whiplash there, because I'm trying to command Tran while he's taking his turn. Takes a couple shots at Lae'zel. Lae'zel gets hit by the second shot. He shoved Gish Foreth. %, 40%, 60%. You are held. Fortunately, Gish Foreth is still up. So he'll probably wake someone else up. Alright, I had it, except I shouldn't have ended turn to make Tran move. So that being said, there was no guarantee was going to get a hold spell off. The shovel keeps taking the place of everything in my inventory, so I don't know. Apparently he's not carrying any potions on him right now. I must have been organizing my inventory, and sometimes things fall out, such as when I'm stacking potions on him. All right, so he can't do much of anything about that. So we'll probably expect him to fall down, is what I'm saying. Spirit Guardians, just go ahead and do this. Should I go in Sanctuary him? Yeah, why not?
Victory awaits.
Soulbreaker, rend the enemy's body and soul and possibly stun them. Let's go with the beefiest one. I really had the advantage there and I blew it. Parried. Oh, right. The Githyanki has the parry ability. Let's see here. Githyanki parry. This parry unarmed and weapon attacks to reduce their damage by 0. I think you can only use this once per round and it's a reaction. So I shouldn't have done that as my first move. Do maneuvering attack. And then I'll target Shadowheart. So she gets some more movement. Run over here and hit him too. Action Surge. So she's already parried. This is our time to do stuff to her. And don't need a mass healing word yet, so we'll just healing word Tran. Is that what we should do? Maybe Pommel Strike. Oh, she's almost dead. We'll Pommel Strike her. Alright, so you notice that as battle began, we get the Silver Tongue inspiration. And if I ever call it achievement, no, that's what I mean. The inspiration for peaceably solving the encounter with them. That's because in the dialogue options, I picked ones and I succeeded in my roles to make them not attack. However, we are in battle because before the conversation, before the event happened, I disarmed one of them. That counted as a action that they were not willing to put up with. Okay. So the biggest threat is gone. Let me think here.
One day I'll catch a break.
Does shoving count as an action that will break my sanctuary? Can't be targeted by enemy attacks and spells. Condition ends if the affected entity attacks or harms another creature and will receive sanctuary block for 1 turn. I assume it will count if he takes damage, so we will do something else for the moment. We'll start with Hunter Mark on you, and that shouldn't break Sanctuary. Okay, I did break Sanctuary. Never mind. Fine. I could shove this person off, but that would mean I don't get their loot. And while their loot isn't super impressive, I don't know. Now we have enough wounds to cast Mass Healing Word. Alright, tell you what. If this kills you, it's your own fault. You survived it. %42 chance to hit him. We'll bonus action him away. If it works, it does not. Now we'll go ahead and take the shot. Let's see here. Maneuvering attack, pushing attack, melee. We'll just take a regular swing. Good hustle there, Astarion. I am a little disappointed I didn't really get to completely decimate them all one-sidedly, but I guess this... I guess it's not a bad trade for the video to have an actual combat happen. And I did say I wanted to kind of make it a fair fight, so I suppose it works out. Alright, since he's blind, what else can we do? We can lay on hands ourselves, I suppose. And hopefully we'll be able to smack him hard enough to make blind disappear. Stand over here. Blind is gone. What are we looking at? 60%? Not bad. Actually, let's end her turn. And stand here so we can take opportunity strikes or just get in our way of her shots. As for you... so just take regular swings. Nothing fancy there. Let's second wind. Heal some of that damage.
if not over, then through.
Damn it all! You did well to intervene, vexed as I am to admit it. The Gestil Kithrak would have flayed our skin and left our carcasses to burn in the sun. All for the sake of the artifact that we carry. The crèche is near, this much we know. We follow the path forward and into the valley. No one, not even the ignoble Gestil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
Yeah, before the purification, you might want a bath. I will say that if you tell the Githyanki that you have the artifact, you do get battle, and Lae'zel and Shadowheart really don't like it. You also get some words from Lae'zel afterwards, so I'll include that at the end of this footage. Let's go and talk to Lae'zel. This is dialogue meant for later, so I'm going to bookmark this footage and keep it for a future episode. We are really close to leveling up. Astarion and Lae'zel have leveled up as they have obtained the inspirations. Astarion's for talking peaceably with the Githyanki, and Lae'zel for killing them all. This does mean that if I were actually to dismiss them right now and then remake them join our party, they would be 11 experience points from obtaining their level. So what can we do to get the level? Well, we just actually need to look at this corpse right here, and we'll get the last few experience points.
The Githyanki slate. Give it here. Tirsu markings. Could this be?
Magical energy courses through the slate, then to Lae'zel. Your own body buzzes in resonance. A mystical map glows before you, revealing a Githyanki refuge inside a temple within the mountain pass. The slate also reveals the Githyanki's purpose. They are combing the Sword Coast in search of a polyhedric relic of great importance to their queen.
Zorru did not lie. We will soon reach a Githyanki crèche. It lies within an ancient temple at the mountain pass. Hurry forth. Purification is at hand.
And that gives us enough experience points to level up. The reason for that is a quest progress. I would like to speak with the dead her, but I don't think she'll speak with her killer. I mean, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I wish I'd known about this game before it was going to be released so I could get the pre-order bonus of being able to cast Disguise Self on myself. I think you get like a helmet or something with a Disguise Self spell on it. None of these characters can cast Disguise Self. Shadowheart is currently in her Storm Tempest mode. This is Will's inventory here, so I must have been in the middle of sorting my inventory when I started recording this segment. What we need to do is we need to bring Will over here so we can speak with the dead. While he can disguise self, he won't need it, but he will need my Amulet of Lost Voices. I guess he already had it. This body would have been okay talking to us.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Yule, son of Gara.
Yule. Then you are Zorru's friend.
Fellow scout. Druid's Grove.
Were you and Zorru scouting alone?
Yes. Zorru fled. Left me to fight.
How did you die?
Monstrous warriors. Keen swords. Black spots.
He crossed blades with a Githyanki. Few survive the ordeal. Fewer still claim victory.
Where did this monstrous warrior come from?
Mountain Pass.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
And we'll cast on Sarth Beretha, the leader of the team we just killed.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Do you know where the Githyanki crèche is?
Mountains.
Can I remove an illithid parasite at the crèche?
At the crèche. Cleansing.
this weapon you saw. What does it do?
All powerful. Vlakith's prize.
Who is Vlakith?
My queen.
Who are you?
Breatha.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
We are going to be level 7. We have the super sword. We are in a good place for this upcoming battle. Let's take a look at the other bodies. The Flaming Fist mercenaries really don't have anything of consequence. I would have at least liked it if they had their shield. Their shield is actually one that you can dye, as in color it. The Githyanki may give you more half plate if that's something you still need at this point, which I doubt, considering you just defeated a group of level 6 soldiers. This is probably the sword that Leza would be upgraded with if you were playing normally. And the 2 archers, they have Githyanki crossbows. It's just a +1 crossbow, it looks like. Okay. In this pouch are just some gems. I still don't see how this is fatal to falling. In fact, it doesn't really go anywhere. Okay, maybe it goes somewhere, but I feel like they would not necessarily drown. Even if you were plated, I mean, you would just crash up against the rocks and be able to climb your way out, wouldn't you? The only other way is to proceed in this direction, which will lead to the next region. And there's a pop-up that says, tie up all loose ends before proceeding. We have not tied up all loose ends, so we will not be taking this exit. We're having trouble getting over there. We'll just Misty step over. It's fine. If you were to cross this bridge, there is a small hole that you can use to enter the Goblin Fortress. That's where we are now. Jumping down here will lead you to where the sleeping goblins are. Not much of consequence in this region. That's just basically an extra access point. That's all it is. I mean, we can dig this up, but we're not expecting to find anything. Bonus footage.
They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Take word to your crèche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
Produce the odd artifact. You're looking for this, I take it.
Our thieves come forth, Beretta. Did you imagine such fortune?
Half-Wit!
You will give us the weapon, then you will bend your head for the sword.
I have done no wrong. Vlakith demands my purity, Kithrak. I was infected aboard the Geich ship. By protocol, you must aid me.
Our queen's word binds me. Beretta, see that her skull is split and the weapon collected. I will take word to Queen Vlakith. Our quest has ended.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlakith.
Qudenos, to the sky!
Damn it all! A Kithrak demanded my head. I should have given him yours. Bah! This is a distraction. The Kithrak deserves the whole of my scorn. How dare he speak my queen's name? How dare he dishonor her child?
Calm yourself. Save your anger for your queen's enemies. By the way, if you cast friends during the earlier dialogue when you're talking to Voss, it's actually casting friends on her, which will reduce your approval, so don't cast friends during that moment.
Yes, judicious counsel, and vexing given the source. I am a child of Gith. I will abide by protocol and seek the crèche Gustil. as Vlaakith has taught. And then I will skewer the heretic with his own silver sword. A crèche is near, that much is certain. We follow the path forward and seek signs of Githyanki settlers. No one, not even the ignoble Gestil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
That contraption's a hot ticket item. Might not be our last scrap for its sake.
Githyanki patrolling these wilds is an unexpected surprise. Whatever they seek, they'll not hesitate to kill us if we stand in their way.
The Gith Knight is as merciless as the dragon he rides. That we still have our heads is nothing short of a miracle.
If the Gith are looking for that artifact, then we may have something valuable on our hands. And it's a powerful weapon to boot. Things are starting to look very interesting.
It seems the Githyanki are keen to reclaim the artifact I carry. I can't afford that to happen. In fact, none of us can. That thing is shielding us somehow. I don't want to know what happens if we lose it.
There must be more to the artifact. You were sent to take it. You must know why it's so important.
I only know what I know. I was ordered to retrieve it, and that's what I intend to do. The rest is immaterial to me.
In the comments, Isfan K mentioned that he told Gandro where he could find where his camp was.
Go ahead. The lady of the house awaits.
The thing you hunt. It's my companion, Astarion. I didn't know what he was.
Ah, well. If you had, I could not fault you for lying. His kind have charm beyond our mortal means to resist. I can show you who he truly is, if you will just tell me where to find him.
Tell him how to find your camp.
A wise decision. I will do my work, and for what it's worth, I will take no pleasure in it. I bid you good fortune with the lady of the house.
Let's head over to camp, and we'll do a long rest. The way I kind of figured the game works is you need to have your queue of events taken care of before you can see other less prioritized. So I've already gone ahead and cleared the queue, talking to everybody, talking to Scratch and stuff on this older save file. I'm assuming Gandra should show up now. Your companion has permanently left the party. Okay. Quest completed. Astarion's gone. One can't help but wonder if it had anything to do with us telling the monster hunter where we were camped.
Best be on my way.
Lae'zel, did you see anything?
Astarion was a useful weapon in our arsenal. His loss will require some adaptations.
So Astarion's gone for good. I'll miss his, well, let's call it charisma.
The Gur are certainly efficient. Astarion's fate will not be an easy one, nor painless.
Hey, soldier.
Karlach absolutely does not care about this.
I'll miss Astarion, though perhaps my neck won't.
Also, we have a second traveler's chest now. I've noticed, so I tried modding the game further to try to add the scroll of Quasit, summon Mephite or whatever it was. I want Shovel, right? The little imp dude that you find where you get the necromancy of Thay. So I tried downloading several mods, going through the process of installing them, 2 or 3 different scroll mods, and while one of them did have the scroll of Mephite in them, it doesn't do anything. And I believe that this is probably because it's a scripted scroll to summon the NPC to talk to. Even if you were to read and memorize it, if you were to select learn and then pay the 50 gold to learn it, it doesn't get added to your spellbook because it's, I think, again, a scripted scroll. It doesn't serve any use on its own without the code tied to it. It doesn't even learn it. And while I can cast it directly from the modded scroll and summon a regular basic Quasit. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to, on my current playthrough, have Shovel. As for what this has to do with the second Traveler's Chest, this is because I tried modding the game. Even after I've removed the mods, it's still here. Even on older saves, it arrives. I believe this has to do with the fact that the game probably recognizes me as a different player. And here's the thing. I actually backed up my entire data folder for Baldur's Gate information, settings and stuff. And I even backed up the entire Baldur's Gate game files. I'm using still the old save file and the old game folder, and it still spawns me with the green chest on even old saves. I believe this has to do with the game recognizing me as probably a different player. Don't know why it does that. And the reason why I feel it does that is when I'm walking around in areas that I've been to before, my character will talk about it as if he's never been there.
Haven't seen that game in years. Smells like burnt flesh in here.
Oh, and an additional side effect, all of my tutorial pop-ups are reappearing again, and I could disable them. No, I just don't know if the game's going to introduce new concepts to me down the line. So I'm leaving them on. So now I have a second Traveler's Chest. Yay, I hope it doesn't break anything.